Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Super Kaioken podcast. I'm your host as always, John12, and this is my official Dragon Ball podcast. If you've not listened to any of my prior episodes, definitely go back to my channel where I'll have a playlist somewhere in there for you to get prior episodes of the podcast. But nevertheless, I'm here with another episode, and I'm recording this, January 28th. It's Wednesday, so yeah, it hasn't really been that long since my prior episode of the John 12 Effect podcast, and I haven't really made a map, well, not really a map, but like a schedule, more or less, a schedule of like how to, plan out and like put out my content. I don't really have a good schedule as of right now, but, because I was talking to Paul the last time I was talking to him, which was like, 2 weeks ago or some shit. We were discussing like how we schedule episodes of the podcast, because obviously it's the New Year's and we have a whole bunch of new shit. Obviously, Paul has his own podcast that he wants to do, like the commentary stuff and the Power Ranger stuff and all that shit. And I have the John 12 Effect and the Super Kaioken. So we were discussing how we're going to schedule everything, and I don't know, my major goal is to not necessarily record multiple episodes within a few days, but just to make sure I have a good episode of whichever podcast each week. Like originally I could do let's say 2 or 3 in a week, but now it's like, because of all the shit's that I have going on, I have to obviously do it more weekly and sometimes even monthly, depending on holidays and all that whatnot. But overall, for those of you who are wondering like what's my intention or like my schedule, basically every week I'll have an episode of the podcast, whether that's the Super Kaioken or the John 12 Effect. I don't have a specific day they'll be coming out, but majority of every week I'll have an episode of the podcast. So that's pretty much my goal. But if I end up creating a schedule, like a legitimate schedule, that most than likely will be coming out in like a vlog or like in the in one of the segments and on one of the podcasts. But nevertheless, I'm here with another episode of the Super Kaioken. It's been, I think I want to say, practically a month since the last episode, and I love doing it. Like the Super Kaioken, I thought it was going to be a little boring at first because I'm still trying to find my groove with my podcasting, and the Super Kaioken, was something I've been wanting to do, and I didn't want to rush it, but overall I enjoy it. It's definitely one of the more funner things to do on my channel right now. So Super Kaioken podcast is awesome, and seeing as how I got really nothing to do today, I've been sick. As formerly mentioned in one of my videos, I've been sick for practically a full-on week, almost 2 weeks, so yeah, that's been pretty brutal, but I'm feeling a little better, but my physicality hasn't been doing that great, because of my sickness, I've been so lazy that I haven't been working out or doing anything, and a couple days ago, I decided to just get back into the swing of things and try and work out like a beast, because, it's like the Saiyan mentality, if you don't train, you lose, your power, that's why Vegeta consistently trained, that's why Goku consistently trained, because you don't want to be Gohan, and no offense to Gohan and Gohan fans, but it's true, when you don't train, you lose your power. You go from Mystic and you're Super Saiyan again, so that's basically what happens. But I went in, and I wasn't going to do my normal routine, because my normal routine consists of a lot of powerlifting and weightlifting and stuff like that. It's a very big powerhouse kind of thing, so I couldn't really do that physically wise. So I decided to do more an agile kind of like parkour kind of shit. Just do a whole bunch of pull-ups and stuff like that. But God, that shit destroyed me. I feel so just my arms feel like Barbie dolls. They just feel like it's just like a Ken doll. You can just pop off the arm. That's how my arms feel. I just feel like they can just pop off right now, like a fucking stupid little toy. But yeah, next week hopefully I'll be up and ready to fucking work out as hardcore as possible because, you know, it's been my major influence for the past year or so to just train, you know, just gotta, you know, and it's hard to do, you know, sometimes you don't feel motivated and sometimes you just feel lazy and you don't want to do it, but you gotta do it, you know, because it's just, when you get old, you know, everything comes to fruition. When you're younger, you have all this time to just be physically at your peak, but that peak goes away and you're at your old age and everything comes to, you know, you come to grasp with your reality, with your humanity, and you're not like this god anymore. You can't fucking do the same shit you could do like back when you were 16 or whatever. So, you know, like that's why I've been working out so much, to just be like, you know, when I'm, let's say like my parents' ages, like when I'm 60, I don't want to be, you know, super extraordinarily just living in pain, and, you know, having to be at the hospital every fucking week because there's something wrong with me. I want to fucking feel like Goku. I want to have like that Ben Affleck Batman body, you know. I want to be physically agile. I want to like be able to still do the same things, you know. So, but, you know, it's a life thing. It's not, I hate those commercials. I hate those commercials, like those weight commercials where they're like, "Oh, just take this, you take these pills and like 30 days from now you'll be fit and agile." You know, it's just so stupid. It's like dieting and working out and doing all this shit is not like a monthly thing. It's a life thing. It's like you can't just do it for like 8 months and just like live the rest of your life like Captain America. You can't fucking do that. That's a lifestyle. It becomes a part of your lifestyle where it's like, you know, you're fucking Vegeta. You're fucking in it 7 years straight, fucking powerlifting and punching and all that crazy shit. You know, training your kids. You're fucking in this shit. You're just, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's insane. I know. It's fucking, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm like in my 50s and I have like, I look like Vegeta in the Majin Buu saga, you know, when he was training with Trunks and shit. If I'm like that in my 50s, I can die happy. So that's just what I'm working towards, you know. But overall, that's just me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure everyone else out there has their own lifestyle and how they personally work out and shit. But, yeah, that's just personally me. And I can't really do that as of right now because I've been sick and my body's kind of thrashed. And I have this free time, so why not record an episode of the podcast and bother you with my personal problems? But overall, that's kind of how I'm at right now. But trying to be positive and happy about the whole thing. Rest time is just as important, if more so, when it comes to working out because... you know, you could seriously injure yourself when you just go back into the swing of things. You know, you have to ease into it. You can't just go right back into, like, fucking doing super squats with, like, 50-pound kettlebells and shit. You can't fucking do that. You fucking have to rest. You have to take some time. Take a good couple weeks, you know, still do, you know, your crazy shit. You know, maybe do some yoga or whatever. But then you have to ease in back into it because you can seriously injure yourself. You know, you have to fucking do the fish oils and all that great shit. And take in your vitamins, drink tons of protein and all that great stuff. But you can seriously injure yourself. And, you know, I've actually been feeling the pain of my joints, so I really need to take some rest time. But overall, let me know what you personally think about that. But overall, this episode's not dedicated to my lifestyle. What are we talking about? We're not talking about... This Super Kaioken is not dedicated... That's the Johnston 12 effect. We're here to talk about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball-esque content. And shit like that, so... Overall, today's topic of the day will be all about the film rights of Dragon Ball. Yes, today I'll be talking about the film rights. And just like last Super Kaioken episode, I got a specific comment by a great YouTuber who gave me a great topic video. And I might be doing that. Like, I really love that. And it really helps you guys be a part of the show where you can just add in really interesting topics and debates. And I can bring them up as... overall topics of the show, so I really like that and appreciate that. So last week it was all about Dragon Ball TV series. Is Dragon Ball a live-action TV series a good Kickstarter for a Dragon Ball live-action franchise? So if you want to know my thoughts on that, go check out last month's episode. But overall, today's episode will be all about the film rights, and it comes from a YouTuber titled a YouTuber subscriber of mine, Nahum Dyer, obviously, who always comments to my Dragon Ball stuff, which is awesome. I love that shit. And overall, he gave me a specific topic that was discussed in the comment section of the last episode of him discussing K&K Productions' newest updates regarding them trying to try to get the rights to live action DBZ. So that's pretty much the main topic of today's episode, and I might have a different overall opinion on what their goals are that may differ with a lot of you subscribers and Dragon Ball fans, but that's just me. It's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You guys, if you love K&K Productions, that's great. I'm not saying you should stop liking them or stop watching their shit. I'm just saying that I don't really agree with a lot of things they're trying to do, and I don't think they're completely honest with what they're trying to do with their Dragon Ball stuff. But overall, if you've not seen their latest vlog / update, definitely go check it out for you to understand what this whole topic is. And obviously, live action adaptations to comic book properties has been the major focus of everyone's agenda as of late for the last several years, and especially now, seeing as how comic book movies are #1 in the box office, it obviously, makes sense that a lot of people would want to get, different types of, want to make live action movies to various comic book properties. And obviously back in the mid-2000s, early to mid-2000s, 20th Century Fox bought the rights to Dragon Ball. And they obviously made Dragon Ball Evolution, which was, definitely not the greatest thing that they could have put out. But then again, it was impossible for them to put out a good Dragon Ball movie back then. I appreciate the fact that they tried, but their goal was so different from our goals that it just wasn't the right timing. Today is the right timing. Like, if you ask me back then and right now, I might have a different opinion. But overall, as of right now, back then was a terrible time to put out a Dragon Ball live action movie. It was terrible. You couldn't put out a Dragon Ball live action. It would never have worked. It wouldn't have worked. Especially if they went full on to the source material instead of deviating so far from the source material as they did. Then maybe they could have made a masterpiece, or at least a relatively good modern version of Dragon Ball. But overall, they really couldn't have done a really great job. Now they could do an amazing job. 20th Century Fox has a humongously great opportunity to make a fucking awesome movie. I mean, like, just look at the movies we've been getting. Just look at the comic book movies alone that we've been getting. It's fucking A-class stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy is what Dragon Ball should be. That's Dragon Ball. That's what it should be. And, I mean, obviously more Earth-based, in a more obviously different kind of style. But obviously, you just look at Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking just do that. It's a space opera. It takes itself, it obviously is an amazing movie if you've not seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Just, if you're a hardcore comic book fan, and you've not seen Guardians of the Galaxy, definitely check it out to understand what I'm coming from. But overall, I think that's a good overall, topic that I really wanted to get into, because K&K Productions, they want the film rights. And I don't really like the idea of them getting the film rights for things that they don't really are telling us the truth about. Like at first they made the Saiyan Saga trailer. They really wanted to do, live action Dragon Ball Z. Okay, sure. They started the Kickstarter. They got all of our fucking money. And then you're like, okay, sure. Now we filmed it. We got our actors. They did all that training. Okay, good. They put out the trailer. It was great. A lot of people liked it. Some people may have not liked it. But overall, majority of Dragon Ball fans liked it. So I guess that's all that matters. Overall, I liked it. It was not the greatest thing in the world, obviously. It wasn't the greatest thing, but for the things they got right and the things they did good, I think they had an amazing K&K Productions put out Saiyan Trailer Saga. They put in the trailer. It was good, 50-50, I don't know. It really depends on your personal opinion on how it went. I asked some people their personal thoughts on the trailer, and obviously they felt 50-50 about it. And I remember Paul's comments immediately after showing it to him. He was like, just, I don't know, like looking at that trailer, it's just like maybe some things shouldn't be adapted to live action. So obviously that was a good piece of criticism that K&K Productions definitely has a lot to learn, and they have a lot of evolution to go by. No pun intended with the whole fuck evolution. But, they have a lot to evolve with their filmmaking and their visuals, effects, to just put out a really good, high-quality piece of entertainment. But overall, I think it was decent. If I had to rate it, I give it a good 5.56 out of 10. I think it was great for what it was. And then they wanted to go out and do the Frieza arc trailer. And that one I had not just mixed feelings, but just overall like negative feelings. Like their Frieza trailer, I did not like. I didn't like they had a lot of hype, they kind of got a head way too big for their shoulders, and they fucking, they brought in some new people. They had some help from like industry people and shit, and that was cool. That was fine. That was awesome. They got some freaking some really good workers on their team, and that was nice. But the Frieza trailer, I just did not like at all. I didn't, that whole, the images and how Frieza looked. I don't know. The way I think of how Frieza could look in my head is so 180 of like what they did, especially with the face. Like the face, I didn't like. I mean, come on, dudes. You had this great motion capture idea. You had these amazing actors, this great blend, and I didn't like it. It was really, I just did not like it at all. It was cool, it was okay, but I even made a rant about it, so I don't know. I guess it depends on your personal opinion about it, but overall I was whatever about it. The Super Saiyan trailer, now that's a different story. That one I actually liked. That one was pretty good. Once again, my major problem with it was the fact that they didn't focus on the visual of looking at Goku. Like, I didn't like that whole, like they kind of did this whole David Fincher Fight Club's, like, Super Saiyan Goku thing where they had to do the CGI look at, like, oh, his hair and his eyes are changing colors. It's like, I didn't think they had to do that. That was a little unnecessary. And, but overall, the trailer, the video was okay. I liked it. It was pretty good. And then they did their little fun shit, with the Goku, with the GoPro shit. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, sure. That's okay. That's all funny games. Alright, cool. Now they come up with this new update where they're like, okay, well now we want to do a web series, but we need the film rights. We want to do the film rights. But why? I didn't understand that. Like, they didn't really give me a good reason as to why they want the film rights. Why do they need the film rights? They're not being that truthful, or maybe it's the way I'm perceiving it. But I didn't really understand why they need the film rights. You know why? Because they don't need the film rights to do a web series. The only reason they really want the film rights to do a web series is so they can get paid to do Dragon Ball Z stuff. That's what they want. They want to get paid. Just, I don't know. It's an unnecessary thing, because, they want the Mortal Kombat Street Fighter fucking money. That's what they want. They want those Mortal Kombat legacy. They want to be the Mortal Kombat legacy dudes. That's what they want to do. And, kudos to them for trying, and maybe they'll succeed. I don't know. But overall, I don't think it's necessary to have the film rights to fucking make a web series. You don't need the film rights to do web series. The only reason they want it is because they want to get paid. And I'm not really down with supporting that idea that the full focus of, I just want to see good, high-quality content. I don't want to see some people making this because they want to get a foot ahead in their careers or whatever. I don't fucking, I don't know what the fuck their overall goal is. I'm not in the UK. I'm not hanging out with them. I'm not talking to them. So I really don't fucking know. But right now, when I'm watching their updates and their vlogs and I'm perceiving them this way, it's just, maybe it's 180, I don't know, but for me personally, the film rights is a real huge debacle, because in that video, once again, if you've not seen it, check it out, but in that video, they hinted the fact that 20th Century Fox only owns the rights to Dragon Ball. Now this is where things get a little tricky and really open up a huge like plethora of questions and question marks. Toei Animation owns the rights to Dragon Ball Z, which is really weird because it doesn't make sense as to why they would own separate rights to a series that's one story. I don't understand that. That's just, I don't know. It does not make any sense. And it's just stupid. And I can't take their statement as truth because it's not public knowledge. That's why I can't really say it's true or not. So if anybody wants to do the research and actually look up all this stuff, you go ahead. But based off of what I've seen, what I know, what I've heard, what I'm hearing from them, this is how it is. 20th Century Fox owns the rights to Dragon Ball live action. Toei Animation owns the rights to Dragon Ball Z live action. That doesn't make any sense. Toei Animation, what are they going to do with live action Dragon Ball Z? I don't understand how they can own the rights to Dragon Ball Z in those terms. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe they're being fed misinformation. I don't know. I really don't know. Because once again, it's not public knowledge. You know, at least to me it isn't. And 20th Century Fox only owning the right. It just... What? That's just stupid. It's one series. So what does that mean? That 20th Century Fox can do Dragon Ball, but they can't have Gohan or fucking Vegeta and Namek Saga. You can't reference Namek or Namekians, no Frieza, none of that shit. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Why do that? You know, like, once again, Dragon Ball Evolution... Maybe that's why it was made that way. I don't know. That just opened, like, they opened up that idea, and they're like, okay. But what, I don't know. There's just so many fucking questions that opens up. Okay, let's say, okay, Toei Animation has the DBZ live action film rights. Dragon Ball has, you know, they have the Dragon Ball live action film rights. Okay, well, they're not allowed to do Dragon Ball Z. Okay, sure. So they do Dragon Ball Evolution. Is that why Dragon Ball Evolution is the way it is? Because they wanted to mix and match, you know, Dragon Ball Z elements to Dragon Ball to get, like, this whole plethora of, you get the movie that we got? I don't know. It's fucking weird. But then again, you have to take into account that if you go back and listen to everyone's thoughts on the movie, who was involved with the movie, they had intentions of doing a sequel. That was their full-on intentions. They were supposed to do a sequel after Dragon Ball Evolution. And based off of what I think I know, because obviously we don't know what the sequel could have been. You know, they never really finished a script. They didn't really do a screenplay. It was greenlit at the time, but then it didn't get greenlit because of this, of the reception of the movie. So there's a whole bunch of different things. I really don't know. It's not leaked online, so I don't really know. But based off what we've heard and what we've seen and what we've, kind of know, I think their full-on intentions were to go into Saiyan Saga, territory. So that would make me personally perceive that as they have the rights to do Dragon Ball Z storylines. So what does that mean? Toei Animation owns the rights to live action, but 20th Century Fox, after Dragon Ball Evolution, they were going to go full on to Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. It just opens up a huge plethora of questions that I don't know. I don't know if anybody could answer. But personally, in my personal opinion, I think it's stupid. Toei Animation, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to deal with Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball Z, it's a done series. It's one complete series. I don't know how you can separate the two. The anime series is 2 parts. But the manga is one complete storyline, so I don't know how you can separate the two. I can understand the Z part because, yeah, they own the animation, they own the rights, but the film rights to a live-action movie, the fuck? Are you crazy? That doesn't make any sense. That's just stupid. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It just does not make any sense. It's almost like the Sony Marvel Studios thing. It's like Disney and Marvel Studios, they own the rights to the marketing of Spider-Man and the toy rights, so they have that shit. Sony owns the film rights. So I guess you can think of it in those terms. But even at that, it's just stupid. You know, like even with the Marvel thing, everybody's like, "Oh no, Spider-Man needs to be with Disney. They do it right. They're the ones who deserve to do it. Sony doesn't know what they're doing. They're stupid. They're fucking assholes. They treat everyone like shit based off the hacks. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how much, how much corruption. It's like Gotham City over there. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And maybe it's the same way with Toy Animation and 20th Century Fox. 20th Century Fox has Dragon Ball. DBZ is over at Toy. But what is Toy gonna do? They're not gonna do anything with it. Are they gonna make their own movie? I don't think so. I don't think they have any intentions of ever doing a movie. So why do they need the rights? It's stupid, makes no sense. They need to fucking get their head out of their ass and give up the rights to someone who's actually gonna do it right and fucking let it go, because they milked the cow as far as they could. And no offense to Toriyama or the movies that have been coming out. I love them. Battle of Gods I liked. Fukatsu no F I hope is awesome and better. But overall, like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? My only intent, not my intent, my only belief on what I think they're trying to do is either A, they want to do possibly what Attack on Titan is trying to do, or they're trying to recreate the ending of Dragon Ball to possibly set up for a new series, which could be possible because Toy Animation is crazy and they want to milk the cow of Dragon Ball. Or maybe they're doing like this fan-made thing. Like, I remember hearing this fan-made theory online on YouTube where like people were thinking that because they keep doing movies in between the 10-year gap of Dragon Ball Z, maybe they're trying to basically bridge the story arcs of the end of Z to the beginning of GT. That's a fan-made theory. I don't know if it's true. It's probably not true by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a pretty decent theory. But overall, Toy Animation, they don't know what they're doing. They're fucking crazy. They're milking the cow. For everyone who's at home listening, basically think of it in this terms. Toy Animation is basically Sony. That's what they are. They're basically Sony. They don't want to do anything new. They're not fresh anymore. They're basically sucking the life out of Akira Toriyama dry. And you know what? There's no real future with the movies. There's no future with it. What are they going to do? They're going to do like a million movies in between a 10-year gap? What the fuck are you thinking? They can't do that. Unless, like, once again, like I said, maybe they're trying to set up a new anime series. Maybe they're trying to, recreate the ending of Dragon Ball. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It really all depends on Toriyama. And Toriyama, is not consistent with his overall goals and interviews, so I really don't know. So it really all depends on everyone's personal opinion. But in my personal opinion, Toy Animation, I don't really think they have the film rights to a live-action Dragon Ball Z, and if they did, they don't really need it. They don't need it. They're not going to do anything with it. It's just stupid. K&K Productions, do they need the film rights? I don't think so. I personally don't think they need it at all. Like their shit, in my opinion, it's good. It's just not perfect or amazing, in my personal opinion. I don't like when I watch their stuff. I'm not like, oh yeah, that's the definitive Goku and that's the definitive Vegeta. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, well, this is fun. Well, that was cool. That's pretty much my overall opinion. And and that's not me trying to be an asshole and trying to bash everyone who's a fan of their shit. Once again, like I stated in the beginning of this rant, you can be fans of K&K Productions. If you're listening now, I'm not saying you should stop being fans of their shit. I still like their stuff, but I'm not sitting here thinking they're the best at what they're doing and they're the perfect people to have the rights to it. I don't really think they are the perfect people to have the rights to it. Everyone else seems to think so, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion, and maybe it's a selfish opinion. I don't know. But personally, they want to do a web series. Just do the web series. Just fucking do the web series. I don't know why you're, continuously, thinking that you need, all these different things to fucking do what you want to do. Like, just do it. Just fucking do it. But, whatever. Do they deserve the film rights? I don't really think so. I think there's, tens of thousands of different types of creative people and studios out there that could do a live action Dragon Ball project way better than they could. But that's just my opinion. They're just, a fan based, small studio in the UK. So I don't know. And plus, I don't know them personally, so, I'm not like fucking best friends with them, so I can't really sit here and be like, justify their actions and be like, oh no, yeah, they need the film rights to make movies and fucking, yeah. I'm just a fan, and I watch their shit, their content, and as much as I like it, it's not really my definitive live action Dragon Ball. So that's just my personal opinion. But, all that being said, let's move into the future of live action Dragon Ball. 20th Century Fox, we know definitively whether or not K&K Productions or Toei Animation is correct with what they're saying. They own the film rights to Dragon Ball. If they wanted to make another movie, they can fucking do it. And I want them to. You want to know why? Because back in the day, they couldn't do shit. They were shit. They had no fucking good movies. It was not a good time period to put out a Dragon Ball live action movie. It was just terrible timing. The only good movie that came out of Fox at that time period is Avatar. And the only reason that was great is because of James Cameron. So... But now, because of all the great, content and the fucking creative teams and the visuals and how CGI has progressed and 3D and all that great shit, you have so many great opportunities to have fucking awesome movies. Fox right now is killing it. They have fucking X-Men, First Class, Days of Future Past, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. You have Deadpool coming out, X-Men Apocalypse, which I'm sure is going to be awesome and epic. You have this perfect opportunity to make a new movie. So I don't know why they can't just do that. They have a perfect opportunity to reboot the franchise and make a new movie. I don't want to see a sequel. And I'm pretty sure everyone at home listening doesn't want a sequel. I don't want a sequel to Dragon Ball. I don't want Justin Chatwin to come back. I don't want I don't want fucking Stephen Chow to come back or fucking Wong to come back, or, that fucking Ben Ramsey guy come back. I don't want none of those fuckers to come back to fucking make a new Dragon Ball movie. I don't want them to be anywhere near involved to be associated with the movie. With the exception of maybe James Marsters, but that's just a nitpicky type of thing. But overall, in general, everyone who was involved with that movie, I don't want them to come back. I don't want them to be involved. I don't want them to write the movie, produce the movie, direct the movie. I don't want them to be anywhere near the movie. I just want Fox to just rethink things, reevaluate things. Get the money from your X-Men Apocalypse and your Deadpool, put in the same amount of money into produce it into a new creative team to make a new live action Dragon Ball movie. That's what I want to fucking see. I want to see live action Dragon Ball. Like, I know I stated this multiple times that, like, oh yeah, I would love, before I die, and I still believe this, before I die, I want to see Goku versus Vegeta on the big screen. I want to see that. I want to die happy knowing I got to see that in my lifetime. That's what I want. And, if everything is true, maybe we'll never see that. But we could see amazing Dragon Ball. We can see the mystical adventure of Goku, Bulma, and Krillin. We get to see Red Ribbon Army. We get to see the androids. We get to see the Demon King Piccolo arc. We get to see Kami and Popo and, train Master Roshi train Goku and Krillin, and you get to see Chi-Chi and Ox King come into the picture, and Yajirobe and all that fucking awesomeness. We get to see, the Goku versus Piccolo Jr., Tien, Chaozu, all that great shit. We get to see all that great storytelling with 20th Century Fox. Fox can do it. We know they can do it. We know with, the right... they're just a distributor. They're going to produce the movie. They're not going to make the movie. So just have a fucking awesome team to come in with them and just fucking make the movie. Just fucking... I'm just saying, people, like... This is my dream, and I'm going to just... This is just my fantasy. It's just in my head. And if it ever happened, I would kill for that to happen. But it has yet to be seen, but if it did, I would just go crazy if it happened. But overall, just imagine this. Comic-Con this year. Okay, the panels for Fox, they're showing off, their Deadpool shit again, X-Men Apocalypse. They're showing off shit. Awesome. Disney and Warner Brothers, they're doing their shit. Marvel Studios, the Batman v Superman stuff, that's great. But in one of their panels, they're showing off trailers. Imagine if this was one of their trailers of their many upcoming movies that they're going to show. If they did it. It would be ballsy as hell, and I would love it if it happened, if they did this. But just imagine if this happened. They're showing off a trailer, and they're, it's this monologue of something's happening, I don't know, fucking craziness. The world's at war, all that crazy shit. And then, it's Kid Goku. Done right. Kid Goku, live action. Kid Goku. He's all decked out in his uniform and all that great, the wacky hairstyle, the monkey tail, all that great awesome stuff. He shoots out into the sky, fucking POV shot, really nice cinematically. Think of the Amazing Spider-Man. You remember that POV shot that Spider-Man has in that movie? Where he shoots out and he lands on the city and you get to see, the first shot of the suit? Imagine that, but with Dragon Ball. Goku, he shoots out in the air, you kind of see a speck of it, you don't know what the fuck's going on, you have this monologue of a really awesome dude, let's say Andy Serkis, I don't fucking know, that'll be awesome though, Andy Serkis, Dragon Ball movie, I want that to happen, but let's just say he's in it, for the sake of the argument, all Star Wars style, he has his monologue, he's talking, something's happened, there's a speck, it's almost like a POV shot of the sky, and it gets closer and closer, and it's Goku, and he's about to fucking, attack the screen, POV shot style, and he's holding the fucking power pole, and he just fucking whacks the camera out of the way, pitched, face to black, shit's going down, Dragon Ball. Fucking, just straight up, no fucking shitty ass, fan-dubbed title, sequel name, fucking Dragon Ball Reborn, Dragon Ball Resurrection, Dragon Ball fucking retelling or reawakening, none of that gay, stupid dummies, stupid ass fan-made titled shit online, none of that crap, just simply titled Dragon Ball, fucking Goku the way he needs to be, the way he's presented in the fucking anime and manga, the way it should be, and awesome fucking nice music, good visuals, fucking nice monologue by Andy Serkis, which I would pay money to fucking see, and just Dragon Ball. Coming soon, 2017, or whatever the fuck. I don't care what kind of release date. That's my fantasy. That's my fucking dream if that ever happened. Wouldn't that just kill everyone inside if that happened right now? I just want to know, from me basically just saying that out loud, how many people right now just are going insane on just the theory of that could happen, and that really did happen. And this was all under wraps. This was fucking under wraps. They didn't tell anybody. That's the first time they just give you a glimmer of hope. They're like, you fucking, you want to fucking see, and they can fucking do it. They can fucking do it right now if they want. They were like, you know what? We fucked up. We have we're gonna fucking make a new one. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna stay close to the comics. We're going to stay close to the source material like they fucking should have. You fucking grab that Dragon Ball manga, you hold it close to you next to your chest, next to your heart, like a fucking Bible, and you fucking make that reality. I want that to happen so badly, folks. You don't know how fucking badly I really want that to happen. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't even care if I got paid for just giving off that piece of detail. I'm just saying, people, wouldn't that be awesome? It's a Red Ribbon Army arc, that's the first movie. Or whatever the fuck, I don't even care, I just want that to happen. And they could, they started writing it, it's been written already. They finished the screenplay, they have the script, everybody's done, and they just show off, test footage. That's not even the movie, that's just test footage. Like the Deadpool thing. And they just kill it in Comic-Con. 2017, Dragon Ball, oh my god. My head hurts right now just believing that could happen. And my heart hurts too because it's not going to happen. Doesn't that kill anybody inside? How awesome, I just gave you some amazing content that could never happen. Why? Oh man. I'm going to take a quick water break because this is killing me inside. I'm just saying, folks, Toei Animation, they're bitches. They don't know what they're doing. And, Fox has so many. They have the fucking ability to make the next Guardians of the Galaxy if they wanted to, and they can. They fucking have amazing people working with them now. They have the fucking money finally to fucking make good fucking. They have the fucking. They're on a roll. You know, I'm just saying, X-Men has been killing it lately. You know, the Planet of the Apes franchise has been dominating. And they have Deadpool coming out. And it's going to be so fucking awesome. I hope. Even if it's motion captured. I just want to see it. It's going to be awesome. I'm just saying, if you've not seen the test footage, go online. Go on YouTube. Just find it. You'll see it. It's fucking awesome. And just imagine that was the same kind of presence that Deadpool test footage had last year. This year, Dragon Ball can do the same thing. 2017 Dragon Ball. And it's just like, maybe it's not even real. Maybe it's not even a real kid. Maybe it's just motion captured kid. And it's fucking CGI'd. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's so many different possibilities that are going through my head, but I'm just saying, just imagine that happen. Awesome monologue. You know, by some badass actor like Andy Serkis, talking about the lore of the Dragon Ball franchise. Maybe he's Grandpa Gohan. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Grandpa Gohan, he's talking, but it's from a badass actor like Andy Serkis. And shit's going down. People are like, what the fuck, Dragon Balls? He's talking about Dragon Balls. What the fuck? And then like, oh, it's the Sky Dragon. Goku comes in, he's fucking doing a Kamehameha wave. I don't fucking know. It's CGI'd awesomeness, beautiful spectacle, visuals are crazy. CGI's killing it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm fucking going crazy. I'm just saying, I want that to be a reality so badly, but it might never happen, and it's sad to know that, but that glimmer of hope is still there in me, so I really want that to happen. So, Fox, get off your fucking ass, and fucking make a reboot. Don't make a sequel. Don't bring back the same people. You know, I don't fucking care what James Wong say. He can't fucking direct. Fuck him. And I don't want Stephen Chow to ever make another movie, even though he seems to keep getting away with it. But nevertheless, Dragon Ball reboot needs to happen. It could happen. They could do it. It just depends on the timing and who's working. So, anyways, that's kind of my personal idea. Tell me in the comment section below what you personally think about that. And you know what? As a big FU to Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball, as a big FU to Toei Animation for not giving us a live-action Dragon Ball Z, this is what I would do. Okay, Fox decides to actually do the reboot, and let's say we're in Red Ribbon Army arc, just for the sake of the argument. I'm gonna this is the big FU to Toei Animation. You put Dr. Gero in there. Yeah, that's right. You know, and the hardcore Dragon Ball fans, I know you're fucking going crazy right now, because you know what I just fucking said. You know what I fucking just said. Put Dr. Gero in that shit. You want to know why that's crazy? And why that's a big FU to Toei Animation? Because Dr. Gero, he's not even a fucking Dragon Ball character. He was never in the fucking Red Ribbon Army arc. He wasn't in that shit. He was not even talked about in Dragon Ball. He wasn't presented to be a part of that organization until Dragon Ball Z. So you do that. And maybe, you know, you don't even have to call him Dr. Gero. You know, just call him the Doctor. But he looks just like him. And he has like that bastard German accent or whatever accent he has. And just do that shit. He's like, you know, we're talking, you know, the characters are talking, whatever. You know, General Blue, who gives a shit? I don't know. They're talking, you know, talking to the Doctor who creates the machines or the androids. You know, and there's this kid. He's fucking, you know, you gotta get better. You gotta fucking make new shit where you need to dominate the world. We can't dominate the world. There's some bastard kid out there destroying our robots. The fuck's the matter with you? You gotta make good shit. And then that's, it's the Doctor. He's Dr. Gero. That's the FU to Toei Animation. Toei Animation, you don't want to give us the fans, the hardcore fans, a live action Dragon Ball Z movie. This is our FU to you. Fucking Dr. Gero. That's what I would do. And that's or, you know, just simple, you know, just go into credits and just be like, you know what? In the credits, no thanks. Go all Wes Craven with it, just like with no thanks or help by Toei Animation. Fuck Toei Animation, just in the credits. That's what I would do. But that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. But overall, I think I've talked a lot about today's topic. Let's get into some different things overall. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I've heard and seen a lot of people playing, getting their first taste of it. I have yet to play Xenoverse, so for everyone who's actually played Xenoverse, in the comment section below, let me know what you personally think about the game as of right now, whichever version you have, whatever. I don't know. Personally, I think Xenoverse is going to be awesome, but I'd rather have it in Xbox or PS4. But I don't have those systems, so I'm kind of fucked. I could get it in 360, but I don't think it's appropriate to get a new gen game for an older version system. I don't know. It's just kind of stupid, but overall, that's kind of my overall opinion. And yeah, apparently there's some interesting overall plot updates with Fugatsu no F, apparently, based off the trailers and stuff. We've seen that Frieza obviously is going to be a godlike form. He's going to be taking on Goku in his new god form and his, new abilities. He's been training with, Beerus or Whis or whoever the hell, I don't know. It hasn't been said yet. But a lot of people are speculating that Frieza will have a new transformation, and apparently he's been training or whatever to become this new god like Frieza, so I really don't know. It's really odd. And there's also been a lot of Fugatsu no F rumors that apparently there's going to be like this manga series discussing the movie, so you can get a good overall outlook of what the movie is going to be like. I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, like, once again, it's like, why put out a manga before the legitimate movie comes out? Like, it just feels like a stupid move on their part. But overall, I don't know. It really depends. I don't know if that's actually really going to come out, but allegedly the rumor is that a manga is going to be coming out next month, and the movie doesn't come out until April. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. But overall, another really cool thing that I checked out a couple of days ago, which is pretty awesome. Apparently, there's this Mexican clothing company who have created a set of shoes dedicated to Dragon Ball Z. I want everyone to check this out. It's so fucking cool. Like, go on Google or Crunchyroll News or, Anime Network. Just go on one of their websites or what have you. Just look up Dragon Ball Z Mexican shoes or whatever. They created shoes dedicated to Vegeta, Goku, and Trunks. Now, how badass... I mean, like, I looked at the images, and to tell you the truth, the Vegeta and Trunks ones I don't care for. They look kind of crappy, in my opinion. But the Goku ones look fucking badass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, these Goku shoes look amazing. They look... like, I know they're absurd, and they possibly don't even fit well, but... but I would legitimately buy them and wear them in public. I would be that bold to just wear these shoes in public. Like... they look amazing. Like, look them up right now. They look freaking cool. I would have preferred if they went all the way, though. Like, make the shoes look like the anime, but actually wearable. Because, ironically enough, all the characters in Z, in Dragon Ball, they all wear boots. Like Goku's shoes, they're boots. Vegeta's Saiyan armor, those are fucking boots. So I don't know why they had to make them into regular kicks. So it would have been cooler if you made them into actual boots to resemble, like, the anime. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I thought the Trunks ones would have been cooler because the Trunks shoes I always thought were, like, the coolest shoes that all the characters wear. Besides Goku, Trunks' shoes are the coolest, in my opinion. I don't know why I'm talking about shoes, but I feel like Paul Costa back in high school. But overall, yeah, these shoes are pretty cool. I love the fact that they just went full out, just be like, oh, we're going to fucking make shoes off a Dragon Ball Z line of shoes. You want to go Super Saiyan, you wear these shoes. That's fucking awesome. But overall, you can check those out. It's pretty cool. I don't really think I would ever get them, but if I did, I think I would wear them in public. I would go that far. Or at least the Goku ones, which I think are the best looking out of the three. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Anyways, let's move off of that. There's not really that big a major Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z news. So, as always, as I like to end this podcast, I'm going to be reading your comments. Yes, for all of you out there who are fans of my YouTube or general Dragon Ball Z and or anime videos, as always, I read your comments on the podcast. So if you don't want me to say your name, then let me know in the comment section below, because regardless, I'll be reading these comments. I'll be reading the comments, but I will not be disclosing your name. So if you don't want me to read them out loud, then obviously let me know in the comment section below. But I love the comments. You know, the comment section is always awesome, and I always get really great, you know, comments from all of you guys. But I will be mentioning one person in specific who's been trolling my channel, and he's, well, not really trolling, but he's been like sending a lot of negative feedback towards my way. And his YouTube channel is called God Emperor of Mankind. Yeah, I know. What a hell of a title, sir. But nevertheless, for like the past, you know, several anime videos that I've done, this person has been like tormenting and annoying me with his comments, and I stated this before that I really don't like, you know, battling people in the comment section below and on YouTube. I think it's a waste of time and pointless. And I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've been on YouTube for like practically almost 5 years. This year will mark 5 years on YouTube. That's a long freaking time. And in that time, I've learned that you can't win them all. You can't convince them all. You know, you can't just spend like 8 hours in the comment section battling someone because they disagree with you. So I don't really like to argue or debate people in the comment section below, because I feel it's pointless. You know, I love people's opinions, I love people's criticism, I love people's feedback, but I don't like overly negative feedback, if that makes any sense. That may be selfish, but it's true. And if you want to go and read this person's comments, you can go ahead. It's for the video top 5 strongest anime female characters, which was one of my top 5s I did recently. He basically sent a plethora of comments, basically negative towards mine. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really want to say. I don't really want to battle this person or bash him in the comment section, or on this podcast. I don't really want to give him, you know, any kind of, you know, recognition as it is. But yeah, dude, I don't really have time to debate with you. I don't fucking have time to, like, you know, argue why you think your list is superior to mine. You think your list is better than my list. Sure, fucking good for you. I don't care. My list is my list for a reason, because those are the characters I think are the strongest, and I know a lot of people in the anime community agree. So I don't know why you have this opinion of me, of like being this type of person. It's your opinion, but for me personally, it's, and this goes for everyone who's listening, all of my subscribers. If you read his comments and agree with him, that's your opinion. That's your way of thinking. But I don't defend what I say. I don't think I have to defend what I say. What I say in my videos is my opinion. And if I have to, you know, say I'm sorry and agree with you, then that means that the whole video is pointless. So I'm not going to do that. But overall, this guy is just, he's just one big annoyance. You know, like every time I read his comments, it just makes my balls hurt. Like it's just so annoying. It's like, how does this person have any subscribers is beyond me. But overall, yeah, if you want to go check out his shit or check out the comments he wrote to me, definitely go to that video to check it out. And overall, all I can say is, my last words to ever commenting on this person, all I can say is this. You're disagreeing with my list of the strongest female characters in anime, yet you have a thumbnail of Sakura of Naruto. Yeah, I'm not gonna step on anybody's toes, but I can definitively go on record on saying that I'm pretty sure that majority of all Naruto fans don't like Sakura and consider her to be like the weakest female character in anime history. I can pretty much go on a limb on there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's hardcore Naruto fans who will defend Sakura to the death. But I'm pretty sure, from based off of what I've seen on YouTube, majority of the fucking Naruto fans fucking hate Sakura with a passion. And you're trying to basically, change everybody's idea by saying your list is superior to mine when you have a thumbnail of fucking Sakura. Of all the great female characters in anime history, you pick Sakura. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It's kind of like being a hardcore anime fan or it's like being a hardcore Pokemon fan and saying you're definitively the greatest character in Pokemon history is Psyduck. I'm pretty sure everyone who knows who Psyduck is can see the problem in this fucking statement. So I'm gonna move on. You are stupid, dude. Your opinions make no sense. And it's my fucking videos. And if you don't believe and can get into the groove and fun of my videos, then you don't deserve to fucking even be around my shit. You don't deserve to be a part of my little fucking community, if I could say that. And plus, your list sucks. I saw your list. Your list doesn't compare to my list. You want to know why? Because every single character you named couldn't beat any of my characters and my male characters. Because I had the same problem with the first list I did, guys. Like, he commented the same way. And he said that every character that he named could beat Goku. Trying to, obviously trying to attack my list. And as much as I appreciate, and this is no bashing to anyone else, still comment. Still give me your list in the top 5s. But I hate the fact that this person really thought that his list was supposed to be superior to mine, and he had to point that out. And I saw his list. It doesn't compare to mine. I saw his male list. Every character on there, Goku can defeat with ease. So, stop wasting my time, dude. Don't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste especially my time. My time is fucking precious. I have a lot of shit to do. I have a lot of fucking other important people to talk to. I don't fucking have time to debate your stupidity on my comment section. So God, Emperor of Mankind, leave me alone because you're a pointless person. And I'm actually surprised that anyone on YouTube could ever follow you. And that's no offense to anyone who does follow you. Maybe even some of my subscribers do, but yeah, you make no sense. Anyways, I hope I didn't offend or, hurt anybody's feelings, but overall, that's just how I personally feel. So anyways, let's get into some real comments from some real YouTubers. Anyways, on my Bardock, another one of my Bardock comments. Original Super Saiyan looks like Golden Great Ape. The theory for the Saiyans is that they were originally great apes, but gained intelligence, thus reverting to the humanoid form we see. What if there were, What if there were more Super Saiyans, but they gained the intelligence that would make them Super Saiyan 4? I would think if they are evil at that power, a Super Saiyan God would be needed to stop them. But obviously they failed because of the time limit. That's kind of, it's not really 100% canon. It really depends on your personal opinion because obviously it's been stated that allegedly that the original Super Saiyans on the original the original Saiyans on the original Saiyan planet were actually all apes, and that the Saiyans were actually born as ape, but once they gained intelligence and once they evolved, they obviously reverted to a humanoid form, which is obviously how we see Saiyans today. So it's not really canon, and it's not really official, but I like the theory. I really do. It's a really interesting theory. And as for the Super Saiyan, let me see. more Super Saiyans, but they gain intelligence. That would make them Super Saiyan Force. I don't know about that. I would think if they are evil at that power, Super Saiyan God would be needed to stop them. Well, I don't really know. Once again, Super Saiyan 4 and the whole Great Ape stuff, that's all GT, which is not canon, so it really depends. But I really like your theory. It's a really good what if. So if anybody wants to answer his theory, definitely go in the comment section of this podcast or the Bardock video. So anyways, moving off of that, going into some more anime contents, which goes to my another who would win battle, which was against Yusuke and Ichigo video. Exactly, I agree with you. Yusuke will beat pre-time skip Ichigo with ease, near-mid difficulty. Then Yusuke will win against new Ichigo with mid difficulty. But between Yusuke and Dengay, if I'm saying that correctly, I'm probably butchering the word, but Ichigo, maybe Ichigo is a bit more powerful than Yusuke, but Yusuke is physically superior to Ichigo. So between Yusuke and Ichigo, it can go either way, if you ask me. So, well, thank you for your comment. I really don't know. I mean, once again, it really depends on everyone else's opinion. So, Yusuke versus Ichigo. What do you guys think? Anyways, moving off of that, going into some more anime contents. Another Bardock comment. Ever noticed that the original Super Saiyan God looks like similar to Vegeta? Perhaps he was a direct ancestor to him. But because of the Saiyans were generally evil, the story was lost in the passage of time, so that even Vegeta did not know about it. Or the story was somewhat changed as it passed on to suit the evil Saiyans' purposes, due to the fact of Super Saiyan God being born from pure good. Well, could the original Super Saiyan God be an ancestor of Vegeta? It's quite possible. Obviously, if you've seen Battle of Gods, the silhouette definitely represented Vegeta a lot. But then again, you never know. And the Saiyans were generally evil, obviously, so I don't know. It really all depends. You know, we have to know a little bit more about the lore of Super Saiyan God, which I don't know if we're going to ever figure out the full story of Super Saiyan God. But overall, as of right now, it really depends on everyone else's opinions, but if you ask me, Super Saiyan God, is it an ancestor of Vegeta? It could possibly be, but I really don't know. I really don't know. So anyways, moving on to that, another Ghost in the Shell video. I think that anime does not need to be a live-action movie, but possible is that anime is a good live-action film. If you invest in it enough money, brain, and time, or otherwise, and Ghost in the Shell live-action movie is going to be a lot of shit as Dragon Ball Evolution, Avatar, The Last Airbender, but definitely not every anime is for it to be live-action movie, as an example. Right, so obviously, you don't believe anime should be adapted to the live action. That's your opinion. I'm not going to bash it because, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone who watches my channel definitely knows that I'm a huge supporter of live action Dragon Ball, or just, you know, live action anime in general. You know, and you know what? Maybe one of these days, definitely this year, I'll be doing a top 5 greatest live action anime movies, because there are a couple out there. And some of them are pretty decent, so I want to make a list of it. But overall, yeah. It's definitely mixed. You know, some people love it, some people tolerate it, and some people don't want it. So, on your front, you don't think Ghost in a Shell could work as a live-action movie? It's possible, but, you know, you don't think it's going to happen? But overall, you know, we have to wait and see, you know? We haven't seen anything from this movie, so until we see some actual footage of what this movie is going to look like, I can't really judge it. So, anyways, moving on for that, another Ghost in a Shell comment from one of my subscribers. Hashtag Ghost in a Shell. So yeah, on Twitter, spread it around. Hashtag Ghost in a Shell. Anyways, another 5 ways to make a Dragon Ball live action movie comment. I mean, come on. If Zack Snyder could have made Man of Steel, they can make DBZ for sure. Man of Steel has some great fights and great flying scenes, so why not do it? First off, yeah, it's a great comment. I personally don't recall what I stated in that video, but I'm guessing that I definitely compared Man of Steel to Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, I personally believe that when you watch the action and flying sequences of Man of Steel, it definitely shows that, yeah, live action Dragon Ball Z could happen. So great comment, sir. Moving on with that, another Ghost in the Shell by the same subscriber. People who complain about Scarlett Johansson clearly never saw her as Black Widow or Lucy. If anything, I'm still worried about the casting of Chief, Aramaki, Batou, and Tugusa. Those are the key. I'm sorry if I butchered those names. Those are as key as the major in Ghost in the Shell, and yet there is very little info. I don't care if they place Western actors in the roles because anime has always placed more Western-looking characters in them. So, and also he has a link to an image that I have not seen yet, so I'll be checking that later. But if you want to check it out, definitely look at the comment. But anyways, yeah, I'm all for what this guy's saying. I mean, like, granted, I definitely believe that majority of anime characters should be portrayed by, obviously, Eastern actors. But, yeah, there's tons of characters in anime properties that are full-on Western, so I don't see why it's such a big deal for some people. And plus, the Major, she's not even really a human, so I don't know why it's such a big deal. And plus, Scarlett Johansson, when you look at her and compare it to the Major, they look alike. They do. Like, for me, I see it. I mean, like, just give her a wig, cut her hair short, and, like, color it black or purple, whichever you want to go with, and it works. I can see it, you know? Just fucking have her naked, running around, getting her arms cut off, and you see all this robotic tech shit. I don't care. I just want to see some awesome stuff. But overall, yeah, Western actors in the roles doesn't bother me as well. It really depends on the character that they're portraying. That's all it really depends on. And how much the actor looks like the character. But then again, it really all depends on the character. So, for me, Ghost in the Shell, Scarlett Johansson as the Major does not bother me. The other characters that you listed, yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be pointed out. But anyways, moving off of that, we got another who would win battle comment, which is between the Great Ape and Titan. Here's the thing, lots of reading. The Great Ape form isn't a totally different thing. It's a multiplier for the Saiyans by 10 times, and DBZ characters are vastly faster than Attack on Titan characters, and multiply that by 10 times. Great Ape Vegeta is extremely fast in range of Ki Blast. When Gohan turned Great Ape, Piccolo destroyed the moon, and at that time he doesn't even match up to Vegeta, and once again, taken to the 10 times, he can just destroy the planet without trying. So, yeah, well, I personally agree with your comment. Once again, I stated in the video that Great Ape would defeat the Titans, so I don't know why, I don't know what's with the hostility, if you will. But overall, I agree with you. You bring up some good points. I did state that the Great Ape would demolish the Titan. Great Ape Gohan, definitely a different opinion. I think he still would defeat him, but it really depends. But full-on Great Ape Vegeta, no, it's a massacre. So, yeah, I agree with you. Anyways, moving off of that, another Ghost in the Shell video comment. I personally hope she plays a whole different character altogether, but if she plays the Major, that's wrong for so many reasons. Once again, as I stated so many times before, Scarlett Johansson does not bother me as the Major. I don't know why it bothers so many other people, but for me personally, it doesn't. So, yeah, that's just how I personally feel. Anyways, moving off of that, we got some more Dragon Ball Evolution movie review comment. Let's see here. Once again, from my subscriber, Nahum Dyer. Great review. I saw that movie in theaters on day when it's... I saw that movie in theaters on the day of its release while I was dressed as Goku. Despite that I was the only cosplayer in the theater, also unlike most fans, it was an okay movie on its own right, in my opinion, but it was not a good Dragon Ball movie, though. One person in the comments told me that I look more like Goku than Justin Chatwin does. Well, that's a great compliment. I think the reason he said that is because, you know, Justin Chatwin sucked, or maybe it's because you're a badass. I don't know. It really depends. But overall, yeah, I've seen tons of cosplayers that look definitely way better than Justin Chatwin. But that's a great compliment. You should, like, I would have that as like the title of a T-shirt that I would wear. I look more like Goku than Justin Chatwin. That should be a T-shirt. I would wear that. But anyways, there's this upcoming live-action DBZ movie called The Fall of Man, which I will give it a chance. It's impressive how fans can make better live-action DBZ than Hollywood can. I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to Robot Underdog's first episode of Light of Hope, which is good that they're not rushing it, even though I hate waiting. Keep up the good work, and here's the video trailer to Fall of Man. Okay, so Fall of Man, I've seen the trailer, and I don't like it. I'm not going to sit here and, bash them, because I think their visuals are great. I like their visuals. It definitely looks really badass, and the landscape looks good too. Their cinematography is very, definitely a good kudos to them for fucking putting out some awesome stuff, cinematography-wise. But their actors suck. Like, they don't look anything like the character. I mean, the guy they have for Trunks doesn't look anything like Trunks. The guy who looks like Gohan doesn't look anything close to Gohan. I mean, like, the actors are just a terrible fit. Cell looks full-on photoshopped. And, I'm not really big on the actors, so I don't know. And also, I don't really like the fact that they had to change so much things. So, I don't know. I guess we have to wait to see how it is when it comes out. But overall, as of right now, I'm not a big fan of it. Robot Underdog, on the other hand, I actually like them a lot. They're fucking awesome. I think the guys who are working at Robot Underdog are fucking awesome, cool dude. I wish I fucking could hang out with them. They fucking look like pretty awesome people. And their content is awesome. Like the people they have for portraying the characters, I fucking like. Like the actor they have for 17 looks fucking awesome. The guy they have for Gohan looks fucking awesome. Like, I'm full on for Robot Underdogs. The only problem I have with them is that they should have never put out a trailer because they're taking so long with the episode 1, and everyone comes to this problem where you put out the trailer before the release. Well, not the release, but before you're finished with your production, which I don't think is a good idea. A lot of people do this. It goes down back to the Star Wars days, when you put out the Star Wars poster before the movie's even finished. So it happens a lot with movies and projects and stuff, but they shouldn't have done that. They should have finished the production on all of their stuff and then released the trailers. Because they're already at their third trailer and have yet to release a release date. And they said that the first episode was supposed to come out, by the end of last year, and it's already January. So, yeah, I'm waiting so patiently, but I want to see it so bad. I'm just like, out of everyone who's doing live action DBZ on YouTube right now, they're definitely at the top. I definitely put them before K&K. That's just me. Maybe I'm a dipshit for saying that, or maybe I'm a douche, but that's just my personal opinion. And whenever they do come around to actually, putting out their first episode to their Light of Hope series, I'll actually be reviewing it. So for anybody who wants to get my personal thoughts on it, I'll be reviewing the first episode of Light of Hope whenever it comes out, or if it ever does come out, because that could happen too. You never know. Shit can go down. But anyways, thanks for the comment. Moving off of that. Another Bardock comment. Bardock is a god. He was glowing blue, just like Goku was. When he did transform, Bardock just did not use the power to Frieza. He did not realize it, that he had that kind of power. I like how you started off the comment where you're like, Bardock is a god. My god. I don't know. Bardock isn't a god because he wasn't I don't remember. Where was he glowing blue? I don't recall him ever having an aura of blue. I don't remember. Please rephrase your comment. And also, if he was a god when he was fighting against Frieza, which wasn't even a fight, it was basically a standoff, he would have definitely took down that supernova blast from Frieza before it destroyed him. and annihilated as people. So I really don't really agree with your comment, but thanks for the comment. Anyways, I love all these Bardock comments because it never ends. It's almost like Gears of War 2. It never ends. But anyways, I love it. Moving on to the next comments. We have some more fucking Ghost in the Shell comments, so more than likely I'll be ending this overall video with Ghost in the Shell comments, so yeah. Anyways, moving off of that. Back into comments on Ghost in the Shell. These are all from basically the same YouTuber, so I'm going to just name them off real quick. Jamie Chung or Christina Kirk as the lead. Asian American woman as the lead. And cast the rest of the cast any way they like. Maggie Q as the lead. How many Asian American women live in or have been born in America? Okay, well, you're obviously unhappy with Scarlett Johansson, as majority of all people are, but overall, once again, it doesn't bother me, guys. I know I'm probably crazy, and I'm probably getting a whole bunch of people who are like, no, it's wrong, it's so wrong. It doesn't bother me. It does not. Until we see some footage of her in action, then we can judge. But right now, we can't. We just can't. And Jamie Chung, once again, these choices that you pointed out, they're okay. I like the actors. Christine Kirk, she's awesome. Jamie Chung, she's cool. Maggie Q, she's also pretty cool. But yeah, they already made a choice. Until the day happens where Scarlett Johansson comes out and just be like, and it's just like she's dropping out. She's going on Tom Hardy. She's not going to be a part of the project. She's going to do Avengers 4 or where the fuck. Until that day happens, she's our major. So we're just gonna have to deal with it, folks. So anyways, moving off of that, I got some more Ghost in the Shell comments. This anime must be based in Japan, in my opinion. All the names must be the same, or why make it? The question is, can you look at Scarlett Johansson and call her the major? Do you think we only watch anime for the pictures? The feel of an anime is more important to me. Great comment. Well, I've already said it once, and I'll say it again. Scarlett Johansson, I can see her as the major. So yeah, I'm crazy. And as for your last question, once again, an amazing point. The feel of an anime is definitely very important when you're adapting it to live action. And I really hope they really achieve the lore and amazement of the art and quality of the original Ghost in the Shell into this live action adaptation. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Anyways, for my top 5 Dragon Ball Z movies video, my top 5 is number 5, Fusion Reborn. Number 4, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Number 3, Wrath of the Dragon. Numbers 2 and 1 were so super close. So super close. Number 2, Battle of Gods. And number 1, Cooler's Revenge. Nice list. Fucking awesome. That's definitely a really great list. You know, ironically, when I saw that video, I only saw the Japanese version of Battle of Gods. Or was it? I think, yeah, it was the Japanese version. But now that we have the extended edition, oh my god, I'm stupid. Anyways, I've been talking so long, my grammar's getting all crazy here, folks. Anyways, now that we've seen the Dragon Ball extended edition, I think I might put that over Wrath of the Dragon. I might go that far. But overall, yeah, that's definitely a great list. Great comment. Let's move off of that and go to another Ghost in the Shell comment, which is relatively a little longer. Kusanagi does not look Asian. Any white actress would have sufficed for her role. Anime characters in general rarely look Asian. The primary way of distinguishing Westerners from Easterners in anime is giving Westerners blonde hair and or blue eyes, or by giving them something that directly links them to being American, like having a USA bandana or wearing a cowboy hat. This is as ridiculous as people complaining that the new Star Wars lead is black. What I find hilarious is that Scarlett Johansson actually looks more like Kusanagi than any Japanese girl suggested for the role. Do you know many non-whites have taken the roles of white characters in movies? Do you? No, because you only cry when it is a white person. You are all being bigots while claiming to be against bigotry. For example, Lucy Liu, an Asian girl who is playing the role of a white British character, does anyone get all upset or cry racist over that? No. Well, that was definitely a very extensive comment, and I love it. It's definitely a great comment to point out. Once again, Scarlett Johansson doesn't bother me. The Star Wars cast does not bother me, so I don't know why people are complaining about that, because I love the cast for the new Star Wars movie. And, yeah. It's definitely a good point, because a lot of anime characters are very Western, even though a lot of people consider them to be Eastern. Like, look at Attack on Titan. Even though they're making a live-action movie and all the characters are Japanese, relatively, majority of all the Attack on Titan characters are actually white. I don't know if anybody realized that, but the only character in Attack on Titan who's actually Asian is Mikasa. She's the only fucking character who's Japanese or Asian in general. All the other characters are white or Westerners in general. So, yeah, that's something to take account in. So, yeah, I love this guy's comment. Moving off of that, let's get into some other comments here. You know what, guys? I'm going to end it with this last comment, and then I'll be moving off, ending this overall podcast. I think I've been talking far too long. My arms are so exhausted. I'm fucking tired. I gotta eat something. Gotta fucking, get into shape again. So, let's end this comment with let's end this podcast. Let me rephrase that. Let's end this podcast, this Super Kaioken, with a Kamehameha wave of epicness. And this comment comes from my Cowboy Bebop review. My Cowboy Bebop Blu-ray review. If you've not seen it, check it out. Just picked up today and have heard very good things about it, and look forward to watching it. You want to know why you've heard very good things? Because Cowboy Bebop is a masterpiece, people. Cowboy Bebop is the definitive anime to own. If you've not checked out Cowboy Bebop, don't look it up online. Don't look it up at fucking streaming websites. Go to your fucking closest vendor, fucking Best Buy, go on Amazon. I don't give a shit. Funimation's fucking website. Get the Cowboy Bebop. Buy it online. Get the fucking extended edition. Get all that fucking awesome epicness. Get the fucking big old album. Just get Cowboy Bebop the series on Blu-ray. If you want to get the epicness of film noir meets anime, then you have to fucking get this epic jazz album on Blu-ray, folks. I can't stretch that enough. I pointed it out in my fucking Blu-ray review. Cowboy Bebop is the definitive anime of our generation. It's awesome. It's epic. It's everything you would want in an anime and more. Just fucking this anime, I'm holding it in my hands actually right now as we speak. It's just so fucking crazy insane. The storytelling is just magnificent. The fucking anime style is just so beautifully drawn. The music, it creates almost an entirely new character with the show, and it just goes so far with what you can do with anime and storytelling in just one little fucking box set. Buy it online, buy it at Best Buy, buy it on Amazon, buy it wherever you can. Just get Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray. I can't stress that enough. Anyways, thanks for your comments. I love everyone's comments. I'm currently trying to get some more Dragon Ball related videos out there, but it's kind of being hard. But overall, I do enjoy the comments. I do enjoy everyone's feedback. Even though I may or may not get some negative feedback here and there, majority of my feedback is mostly positive, and that all comes from all you guys who are watching. You guys are fucking amazing. All of my subscribers are amazing. I love you guys. And once again, if you don't want me to read your names out loud in the comment section, then obviously, just tell me so I don't say it. And if you do want me to say your name, then obviously tell me in the comment section below. And also, if I don't reply to you in the comment section of any of my videos, that mostly means because I'll be replying to it live in the podcast. So keep that in mind. But overall, oh god, I fucking love doing this podcast. I love talking about Dragon Ball with you guys. I can't wait to, bring up some new episodes. And if you guys want to give me some new overall topics for future Super Kaioken episodes, then let me know in the comment section below. But overall, this has been John 12. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and I'll be back with some more of that Super Kaioken. Anyways, that's a mouthful. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed.